What's up, guys? This is Robert with ADEC Mining. Wanted to kind of do a video on a public service announcement almost. This is the 5th time I've done this. I went and swapped the power supply on this, and I hooked up everything. Everything was good to go. But then when I hooked it up, my SSD to the 5-volt rail, turn it on and nothing turns on. It won't turn on. Or actually the power supply just kind of tripped like it was getting short, so it has protect on it. So what I did was I unplugged everything and just plugged in the motherboard. It turned on just fine. So then I decided, okay, I'll plug in the graphics cards. Turned on just fine. All that's 12 volts. Then I plugged in all the discs again, and then it goes back to not turning on again. So I plug in just the SSD, and it turns on, and all of a sudden the SSD fries. This is the 5th time I've fried an SSD, and I didn't realize. The problem here is I have a modular power supply. If you're using a modular power supply, do not, I repeat, do not mix and match cables between modular power supplies, because this cable came from a Corsair power supply and I have a PowerSec power supply running this now. So it's a good thing it didn't fry out any of my risers or my graphics cards, but this is the 5th SSD I've gone through doing this. I thought I had 2 bad power supplies I have sitting over here. They're just fine. It's because I was using cables from a different power supply, and I took all my cables and put them all in one bag. Thought I was being organized that way but I didn't label anything, and I didn't check. The plugs were the same on the end, on the power supply end. The device side's fine apparently, but the fact is that power supply manufacturers mix the different ways they wire the plugs on the power supply side. So just because you have a cable, even though they look the same, on the side that goes to the power supply, they're going to be wired differently. There are 2 cables here. Let's see if I can do this. These 2 cables here, even though they look the same, one of these wires is going to a different spot on the disc. I thought these were the same wires. They're not. They both say type 4 plug and all this. These 2 wires came from a different power supply. That's why I've been frying discs left and right, and now I finally figured it out. Only when I use modular power supplies that I was frying discs. So that's kind of what led me to it. But no matter how many searches you do on Google about why does my disc keep frying every time I plug it in, people just say it's just a power supply issue. They don't tell you what the power supply issue is, and that is what the power supply issue is. You're using a modular power supply and you mixed up your cable. That's why that happens. So, like I said, I just wanted to make this video, and I'm going to swap this cable out. I'll just be using my hard drives, hopefully, or a different hard drive. I don't have any more SSDs because I've fried every single one of them that I've put, or that I have left, actually. So they're kind of cheap now at Micro Center, so maybe I can get one soon, but